Hey guys, it's getting cold. We're still establishing our food forest and we have 27-degree weather coming up here soon, and that's kind of unheard of almost for this time of year for us here down in Louisiana. So it's going to be kind of a weird season for us. I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen to all the crops. Yes sir, you're here too. Hi to all the new gardeners out there. This is Lane Vids. This is where we teach you how to hopefully establish that food forest so that you can have some delicious food to give to your family that you grow right in your garden. So if you're interested in that, you might want to consider clicking that subscribe button. Is that right? Do you like all the delicious food? Yeah. So we're gonna start today, as we always do, with the composter here. I just gave it a little spin just a few minutes ago, and we got a good mix going in there. It actually looks like it's breaking down fairly well, which I'm very excited for. A lot of the organic stuff is really breaking down and it's really taking shape there. And then on this side, if y'all remember, I just put grass clippings in there. It's very, very dry in there. I don't really see much of a difference on this side, so I'm kind of watching it just to see what happens there. But this is a great little tumbling composter if you guys are looking for a good one. It's the Yimby tumbling composter. They may have actually changed the name of it, I think, like FC something something composter. I'll link it up down in the description below if you guys want to check it out. But I've really enjoyed that, especially for the price. It's like less than $100. There's actually two other composters that are super cool. I'll link up those down in the description below as well that I like. We also have a compost pile here, and this is kind of where we throw some of the other bigger stuff, or if the composter's full, then we'll throw it here as well. Kind of like these pumpkins. They're a little too big from Halloween, and so we're gonna toss them into here. The kids were just having some fun taking hammers and tools and whatnot to them so they could break them up. But that's something that we do every Halloween, it seems. I gotta show y'all this. This is so exciting. First of all, look, this little tree right here. It's got a little bit of greenery on it, but I think the cold, usually this thing goes pretty dormant whenever it gets cold. So subscribe if you guys want to see how that goes. But check out the oranges on the orange tree. These are beautiful. We've been picking them and eating them, and they are amazingly delicious. Let me see if I can grab this one right here. There we go. Look, I want to take y'all over here, and let's go ahead and open this thing up. We are harvesting some fruit right here. My daughter came the other day and she picked a good 5 or 6 of them and gave them to some neighbors. And then we also had, we have a neighbor also who has a satsuma tree, and his has exploded too. It's bigger than ours. And we got some of his satsumas as well that we ate the other day. Those things were delicious. You can't beat citrus like right off the tree. I mean, you have all the nutrients are just, they're still in here. They haven't, you know, it hadn't been shipped anywhere, so it hadn't had time to like lose some of its nutrients. But look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Perfect color, nice orange, big, fat, and juicy. Oh my God. So good. So good. Love it. It's like, I got a nice tartness to it. Lots of juices like exploding in your mouth whenever you bite into it. So delicious. We got a cat going right here, growing some cat. Hey Bonnie. If y'all don't know, that's our cat, Amelia's cat, Bonnie. That's my daughter. Over here we have the blueberry bush. Not really doing too much. Looks like there's little nodules on there though. I don't know what that's all about. Interesting, but it is turning its red color, which I remember it doing this last year and kind of going to like a dormancy type of stage there. And then the elderberry here is doing amazing. It's just keeps on growing. And actually we went to botanical gardens the other day and we saw some elderberry like out in the woods. And the way that we noticed it, the way that we was able to identify it is the spots that are on there right there. So that was super cool to be able to see one out in nature at the botanical gardens that we were at in Baton Rouge. We still haven't done much here. Some weeds are growing up. We kind of need to pick through some of that, but maybe get some more grass on, dead leaves on there whenever we get a chance. I haven't mowed in a few weeks actually. It's been so cold and whatnot. So we did get a cold snap about a week or so ago, and take a look at the banana plant. I'm curious to know what's going to happen in a couple of days whenever the really cold stuff comes, because I think it only got down to like 30 or 40 or 40 or 50. But these leaves started rolling up on the new leaf that came out here. They got a bunch of tears in the leaves. I don't know why, maybe from wind or something. This one, it's taken a long time to roll out, so I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen there. It just seems like it had some deterioration, which I found kind of interesting. Hopefully, I'm assuming that it's going to survive. I mean, it's supposed to be a more tropical plant. We're in the right hardiness zone for it. But with it getting to be so cold so early, hopefully it doesn't. We don't have like a super duper cold winter this year, so that the banana plant will survive since it's so young. We got the, what do you call that? I've lost my comfrey right there. That's what it is. And then the basils and the holly basils and all our roselle right here. Again, the freeze or the cold weather's kind of taking some, taking on the leaves right there. It's really made them change. It's not their green anymore. They're all kind of dying and whatnot. Hopefully that thing grows back too, because that thing was doing really well. I was very excited about this. This is doing great right here. It's lemon basil, I believe, and that's fantastic. It's just taken over this area, which is what we wanted for this. Oh, I gotta show y'all this over here. The milkweed. This is supposed to attract a ton of caterpillars, and so that we can attract butterflies to the garden. Look at that. We got a beautiful caterpillar right there hanging out on the branch doing his thing, and there's like, I don't know, look, there's one right there, one right there, one right there. Can y'all see that? And then there's another one right down there. There is like, I don't know, 10 to 12 caterpillars on this milkweed right here, so we should have a ton of butterflies coming soon. And you can tell that they're here because look at this. They've just devouring all of the leaves on the milkweed here. And another sign that you can tell you have caterpillars is the black dots underneath it. That's all caterpillar poop down there. So they're really just coming on here, and they've really taken to this plant, and I'm very excited to see all the butterflies that we're going to get from that. That is super cool. If you guys want to check out some of the things that we've used to establish our food forest, I'm going to link it all up down in the description below. You know, we made homemade trellises. Basically, we have a wooden fence, and we took some wire fencing and just stapled it up there. That always works. All the shovels and pitchforks and compost forks and all that type of stuff that we used. This one's still growing, but it is going dormant. Some of the leaves are starting to turn and whatnot. That one just fell right off. Some of the leaves are starting to turn and whatnot. Leaves are falling, all that, getting ready for the cold, which I'm kind of curious to see how that one's gonna do whenever we get that cold snap. Let's see, let's go on back down over here. Look, we burned all of our wood recently. If y'all remember that, we had this this fire pit right there. We just collect wood from the yard and we burn it whenever we want to like roast marshmallows or whatever. And whenever we got that first cold snap, we did that. Let's see, back here, honestly, there's not too much. Let me see. The asparagus is still here, still growing. Oh, look. Is this our first batch of asparagus? It is time, be time for the asparagus to have harvest. So they usually comes out, I think, in the colder months. And the leaves for it, or the bush, is getting super long. We never elevated it or anything. We got a lot of it going here. So I think this is our first stalk of asparagus. I'm curious to know if more is going to be coming. Still got peppers on the ground there, although the roots have come up. I don't know if y'all can see that right there, but there's still peppers on there. We don't pick them anymore just because Krista said that they're kind of tasting a little funny now, so we just kind of leave them there. We really need to get in here and clean up this. This is a little obnoxious right here. I think that's just a big giant weed. And oh look, here's another pepper right there. I didn't even see that one earlier. Right there, can y'all see that? A little pepper in there, and look, another one right there. Oh look at all these. Bunch of green ones and whatnot. We still got a pepper plant growing here. We'll see if it makes it past the freeze. Let's see, all the cucumbers are gone. We haven't seen cucumbers in a while. And we still have our passion vine growing here as well, but of course no flowers or fruit going on there. The only other thing that we have is the 2 blueberry bushes in the front, which haven't really done much because it's not blueberry season right now. That's more of a summer crop. And then the apple tree, it's kind of starting to go dormant. It still has a few leaves on there, but it's still starting to go dormant because it's getting ready for the cold as well. So if you guys are interested in establishing that food forest, make sure to click that subscribe button down in the description. Like I said, I'll link up all the things that we've used throughout the couple of years that we've been doing this to establish our food forest, if you guys want to check out some of that. If y'all want to see where we started our food forest, go and click this video right here. It's the first video we ever did whenever we were first laying down all the mulch right there. Go click that video. I'll see y'all in that video. Thank y'all for watching, and keep composting and growing stuff. Bye.